Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Dr. A019, Assistant Lecturer, Department of Chemistry, University of Yangon, Myanmar. Today, the title of my presentation is Control Release Fertilizer Coated by Stars 49 Alcohol Blended Flame. Let me continue. This is my stress for this presentation. Polymerase membrane to control release fertilizer can reduce fertilizer loss and minimize environmental pollution. A series of step PBA blended flame has been prepared by using barrier ratio of stress and polymer alcohol. The prepared flame has been characterized by degree of swelling and water reduction property. For a given composition, the degree of swelling mostly increase with longer immersion time. The phosphorus rally behavior of prepared hydrogen in water were investigated. Swine degradation tests was performed to measure the amount of weight loss. Is found that the degradation rate increase with PBA growth in STPBA blended flame can be widely used as agricultural fertilizer instead of chemical fertilizer. Environmental pollution can also be reduced. Finally, the effect of STPBA blended flame on the plant growth was also studied. The prepared hydrogen blended flame has somehow an effect on sun agronomic gather or ladyfinger plant for cultivation. The outline of today's presentation, and then the aim of my research is to study on controlled fertilizer and encapsulated by step polyvinyl alcohol coating. The objective are to prepare the series of step polyvinyl alcohol blended flame by mixing step PBA and fertilizer solution to determine the nature of swelling behavior and water retention nature of the prepared STPBA blended flame, to investigate the biodegradable nature of the prepared CRF flame, and finally to apply the plant growth using the prepared amount of prepared CRF frames. Let me continue that there is a problem or there is was it the agrochemical industry is the whole loss of fertilizer as to the soil. So the soil or their results was because control rally is the method that release or deliver a compound in a response or time. Let me continue. Introduction. Fertilizer. Fertilizer is one of the most important products of the agrochemical industry. It plays an important role in food security. Fertilizer is attached to soil to release nutrients necessary for plant growth. Control release fertilizer is physically prepared from the granular for the soluble fertilizer by coating them with material and reduce their dissolution rate. CRS is demonstrate many advantages over the conventional diet, decrease the rate of removal of the fertilizer from the soil by rain or irrigation of water, sustain supply of mineral for a prolonged time, increase efficiency of the fertilizer, minimize potential negative effect associated with overdoses, and reduce toxicity. Now, let me continue. What is the overview concept of the presentation, and then experimental and research and discussion. Firstly, the prepare or step for the vinyl alcohol blended solution. The calculated amounts of step PBA and LD was made in various ratio. PBA content is from 1 to 5 weight%, and the mixture was slowly adjust distilled water around temperature and the continuous stir. And then 2% for material was then adjust to the mixture and stir was maintained for 3 hours to completely gelatinate the stir. If after rising the temperature to 95 degrees Celsius, the mixture was removed from the heat, the foam was skinned off. And the prepared STPBA solution and fertilizer solution were mixed appropriate proportion and the constant steroid to obtain a series of hydrogen after homogeneous mixture. The gel were formed within 30 minutes after drying the solution around temperature. The flame was allowed to dry in a hot air oven at 60 degrees Celsius for 8 hours, and drying step PBA flame were removed from the mold. Let's continue. Determination or degree of swelling. CRF hydrogen flame was immersed in distilled water in various time, and then whisked with tissue paper and weight and calculated of the following equation. Following equation. This table shows degree of swelling or CRF hydrogen. As in table, the higher degree of swelling or 539.98% for STPBA 1, 542.33% for STPBA 2, 572.12% for STPBA 3, 597.01% for STPBA 4, and 718.43% for STPBA as 16 minutes respectively. The water absorbed of the hydrogen increased with increased PBA content. Hydrophilic groups are responsible for self-resist. This is because PBA is more hydrophilic than stress. And difficult show degree of swelling and CRS CRS hydrogel. As in figure show that the highest PBA content in CRS hydrogel, the higher water absorb increase. It can be seen that all of the CRS hydrogel read in 16 minutes with a maximum amount of swelling within 1.5 hours. The swelling ratio or STBB 5 system were found to be more than other system. Let me continue. Determination of water retention procedure of the following diagram. Now, this table show water reduction of soil containing hydrogen flame. This essay in table show that on the 40 day, on the 40 day, the water content of the soil sample purely with 2% for STPBA1, 6% for STPBA2, 11% for STPBA3, 40% for STPBA4, and 16% for STPBA5 respectively. Therefore, the STPBA5 CI hydrogen affect the higher water retention and STPBA1, STPBA1 CI hydrogen affect the lower water retention. It can be concluded that the water retention of the soil increasing PBA contents. Difficult water retention of soil containing hydrogen flame. As in figure, the water retention, the maximum water retention or CI hydrogen flame as first 1 day. After 1 day, the water retention or all of the CI hydrogen flame will decrease. I would like to present determination of phosphorus ready by UV-based speedometer. 5 milliliter solution of fertilizer sample will add 5 milliliter molecular bandage region and make it with 25 milliliter of diamond water and then stand for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, measure absorbance as 420 nanometer by UV spectrophotometer. This table shows really value of phosphorus in water or CRS hydrogen. It was found that all of the CRS hydrogen have an initial increase. Really, the percent cumulative value of phosphorus STPBA1, STPBA2, STPBA3, STPBA4, and STPBA5 hydrogen show that 55, 64, 67, 69, and 72 percent at 40 days respectively. The PBA hydrogen appear to show the higher value amount of phosphorus to do a high hydrophilicity. Phosphorus in the CI hydrogen rally after the hydrogen absorb water leading hydrolysis process take place. Difficult show rally value of phosphorus in water or CI hydrogen flame as in figure the percentage of phosphorus rally is was increase in 11 day after 11 day, and the percent phosphorus rally is decreased. Now, determination of sign degradation procedure was the following and calculated the equation, and then this table show the weight loss also hydrogen after sign and degradation. It was found that sample degradability at the initial state, then slowly degrade after 10 days, after 40 days. After the sample decrease in size, it can be suggested that the weight loss experienced by the fertilizer can be so due to a constant abnormal factor and microactivity which play down the fertilizer. So the degradation rate was observed to occur very rapidly in the first 5 days and decrease with time, and the whole weight of the sample degraded. Difficult weight loss of CI hydrogen from sample after swine degrading for 40 days as in figure. The weight loss person dramatically increased day by day was observed. I would like to present applications such as cultivation or leading finger plants. This the leading finger was agrometry is 10 day, study with 10 day, 20 day, and 30 day, and the group plans such as leading finger using CRS hydrogen were recorded by photo in figure 6. This assay in table in all cultivation of the economic characteristics of the finger plants, hydrogen show longer plant high increasing number of plants which compare with the control According to the data, STBBA4 and STBBA5 are the more affected than the other friends. So all CI hydrogen friends has the greater cumulative effect than the control. It can be concluded that CRS hydrogen friend had the greater cumulative effects and reduce the environmental pollution. Now, now let's me conclude. This study provides scientific understanding on the potential of stress so biodegradable binder in phosphorus fertilizer. Overall, the degree of sweating, water reduction, weight loss percent of produce phosphorus fertilizer based were found directly proportional to the increasing PBA content due to the increasing hydrophilic property. ST, STPBA 5 hydrogen inhibit the highest percent cumulative value of phosphorus in soil and the CIS prepared hydrogen. The degradation rate of fertilizer based on weight loss percent in 40-day study. It was found that biodegradation had taken place to almost 76% in STPBA5. Lady finger plants were cultivated using CI hydrogen together with control. Various agronomic also measure rapid that CI hydrogen show significant change with when compared with control. So CI hydrogen had the greater accumulated effect than the control. 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 Finally, it can be concluded that the step PBA blender had the potential to improve fertilizer degradation rate, to become a nutrient to save fertilizer consumption, and to reduce environmental pollution and safety application agriculture, but this may require further investigation. The some represent or today presentation, and thank you for your attention.